Hi, I'm Kat, and this is Kaylee, and that's Goose in the back. Um, and this is actually both my weekly report and my weekly update, not report, and my 9 month anniversary. Yeah, and yesterday was my birthday, so all kinds of things going on, and more even than that. But to start, I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on August 8th, 2018. I had a high starting weight of 370 pounds, and I'm 5'5", and now I'm 48 years old. But I started that starting weight was in February of 2018. My program, which is Kaiser Richmond, California, um, has the surgeon gives you a goal weight that you need to hit before they'll schedule your surgery, and my goal weight was 40 pounds. My day of surgery weight was actually 320, so I lost 50 pounds before surgery, and that was doing sort of a mix of the diet that they recommend. They actually give you a diet that is very similar to what you'll be following long term, and you didn't have to do any liquid fasts and stuff like that beforehand, or liquid diets beforehand, which I know a lot of people have to do until the day before. I was just eating on program. So it was a mix of that program, and I actually skewed it to be more keto. I upped the fat intake that I allowed myself, and I cut all the carbs. I still do artificial sweeteners, but I don't do sugar. I'm going to say 98% of the time I don't do sugar. I have occasionally cheated, but um, yeah, so I lost 50 pounds before surgery. And this today, my 9 month anniversary, I weigh 233.4 pounds, which is actually a gain of zero point 0.2 pounds for the week. And I have, well, the last couple days have not been good for me in a couple of reasons. Um, I decided on Monday to get a thing of chicken wings, and what I do is I get a 15-piece chicken wings from Wingstop, lemon pepper, so very low carb, but it is higher calorie than I usually eat. So 5 wings is sort of my serving size, and if I get a 15 wing, then that means I get 3 meals out of it. So I had lunch and dinner on Monday, and lunch on Tuesday were chicken wings, and I'm I'm not going to really regret it because it was really tasty and I fully enjoyed it. But it was higher calorie. But I wasn't really losing. I was sort of fluttering up and down um, through the weekend, and I wasn't like fully down. It was a slow week for me. I was actually up more. I was 234 point something yesterday, um, and I, like I said, it was my birthday. So what I decided to do is go into work early and then take off and go see Endgame again because I wanted to see Endgame again. Um, and you know, birthdays during the week are hard, especially when you don't. I have coworkers. I don't have friends at work. I just have coworkers. So while on Facebook, I got a lot of love. And my husband was very sweet and my family was very sweet. But like during the week, you're with your coworkers, and I'm like, you know what? I had mentioned it to one of them. I didn't want to make a big, didn't want to. They make big deals out of. There's a main clique, and I am not part of that main clique. They're not hostile to me, but I'm just not part of the main clique. And there had been somebody's birthday like a week and a half before mine, and they made a big deal. They put balloons up, they brought in a cake, they did a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, they're not going to want to do that for me, and I'm not going to put them in a place where they feel like they have to. So, but they also, I never know that it's somebody's birthday until um, I come in and they have stuff up. So I feel sort of like out of that loop. So I had mentioned it to one person, oh, two people, casually, and then because I was like, oh, I'm going to leave early because it's my birthday. Okay. Um, so two of them did get me a little thing full of little plants, succulent plants, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's nice. But I think they were the one person who I told, I think, told the other person in the middle of the day because he didn't say anything in the morning. And you know, I don't think he's that subtle. I think he remembered. He's like, oh, we should get something for Kat for her birthday. Um, so it was, you know, it was nice, and I appreciate the thought. But the um, you know, so I left early, and I had made this plan, like going in early. AMC, I'm part of the Stubbs program, and so I like to go see movies. I try to see as many as I can to get as much bang for the buck out of that program because it's like $20 a month, and I can see up to 3 movies a week. And I feel like with movies being between 9 for a regular matinee and like 19 for like a special evening type of thing. I try to see as many as I can to make sure I'm getting my money out of that. And if that means seeing a movie more than once, there's some movies that I really like to see more than once. So, you know, I just indulge myself in being able to go see them more than once in the theater. So I wanted to see Endgame again, so I went in early. Because I'm part of that program, I also got a free large drink and large popcorn. Now, a large drink is the last thing you need if you're going to see Endgame because it's a 3-hour movie. But I'd already seen it once, so I figured if I have to pee, I have to pee. So I got a Pib, sugar-free Pib. So it's like, oh, I shouldn't be drinking soda, but at the same time, sugar-free soda, at least it's got that going for it. And then I did get the popcorn. Now, popcorn is one of my big, I love popcorn. I really do. I love popcorn and I miss popcorn, so that's one of the big things that I miss when I started going keto. And it's the one thing that I think I've cheated with more than anything else. But I'm sort of like, I'll do it at the movies and I'll just eat what feels right and then I'll stop. I'm amazed how much popcorn I can put away. And so I was pretty, I was pretty high on my calories on yesterday. And so I, you know, and then I did the popcorn. Like I was higher than normal before the popcorn, and then I had the popcorn, and then I came home, and my husband made me chicken crust pizza, which is so good. And I made sugar-free brownies with sugar-free cream cheese frosting, and I was gonna put candy bar, broke up candy bar in the thing, but I completely forgot. It was still really good. I made them in silicone, um, cupcake holders. So it was just a lot easier. The portions are more controlled. So it's just, you know, it's like brownie bites with some cream cheese frosting on it. So it's very, very enjoyable. I think the mix is a little pricey, but for a birthday when I just really want it to taste good, you know, well, I want brownies to always taste good, but I'm not going to indulge, I think, in goodies mix all that often because I think it does stall me. But for special occasions, better than that than full sugar. So yes, I went over on carbs because I had that. And then yes, I went over on just calories in general because I had a lot. So I was falling asleep by 9:15 when we, 9:30 I think we went to bed, but I was starting to nod off before that. I was just tired. I was at work at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I was wiped. We went to bed, and I usually, I did have a do not disturb on my phone. But yeah, that phone rang anyway at 3 o'clock in the morning because my father-in-law died. And I am the power of attorney, and I'm the one that takes care of all of that. And his wife was with him in the nursing home. And so, yeah, I didn't get that much sleep. I'm still exhausted. I was actually surprised because when I got up, I expected to be up from where I was yesterday when I went in, but when I finally got up and I had gone to the bathroom, um, I didn't have really bad constipation. I was afraid I would have the internal, like a lot of times people who are keto who eat carbs then have issues when they consume. No, people who are keto when they eat carbs then have intestinal distress because they're not used to it. They're not used to processing it. So I did, go to the bathroom, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that it was 233.4, still up for the week, but less than I had expected to be. I was just going to be like, you know what, this is going to be an anomaly. It sucks that it's also my 9 month that I'm up, but you know what, I'm just going to be okay with it. And I, today I have been good on water. Water has been a little sketchy this week. I've been really good on water, and I have been uh, solid, like food wise. I've been very good. And I am planning, like I should be under calories for, I don't have my program doesn't set a goal for calories, but I try to stay under 1,000 calories. I just feel like that is where I should be. Um, but and I don't have they also don't set a protein goal either. But I'm usually in the like I'm very good at eating my protein. Like most of the foods I eat um, beef mainly, but beef and chicken, um, and pork and cheese and pork rinds. So all of those things, even the pork rinds, that's protein. Well, it's mainly fat, but it's fat and protein. It's not carbs. It's not stupid calories. It's probably not the best way I can spend my calories, but it's not just, random stuff. So, ooh, somebody spilled the water. Um, but that's where where my calories usually set, and I feel pretty good about that. So today was weird. Um, I mean, this is not unexpected. Um, I just didn't expect it last night. I didn't expect it 3 o'clock in the morning. Um, I'm trying to get everything set up and done with, but yeah, it's not been great. I did do pictures this weekend, so I will put at the end of this, I'll put up my pictures so you can see my current change. I mean, basically, I've been keeping the starting point because I feel that that's a good thing, and it's not actually my surgery weight. I realized that I thought I had been doing it with my surgery weight in the middle point. It's not, but it's I think a good middle, and I think it does demonstrate how much I've changed. I have thought, oh, I'll just keep adding things in. I'm like, no, I'm not just going to keep adding things in. I think 3 is a good amount because you can see beginning, middle, and current. I'm not quite to end yet, but yeah, I'm still working on it. I'm still, like I think I said last time, I had hoped by my birthday to be in the 230s, and I am in the 230s. So now I'm sure setting my expectations for next year, and I hope next year, I think I'd like to be in the 170s, 160s. I think that's doable. I think I just really need to, work on it. And I know that the closer I get to my goal, the harder the whole process is going to be. But yeah, I am looking forward to that. I also am suffering a little bit from this weird issue. I'm proud of my weight loss. I am proud of my weight loss. And when I see, where I started to where I am, like, these pictures, um, it makes me feel good about what I have done. But, and when my husband brings it up, I can just feel pride because I don't know. He supported me and he loved me throughout everything. Um, but when other people, even people I know who loved me throughout everything, when other people bring it up, sometimes it feels weird and I feel uncomfortable and I don't like talking about it. Um, so that's odd, like I've worked hard. I don't feel like I took the easy route. I know I worked really hard for all the pounds that I've lost. Um, but um, I just I just feel weird. There's something about it that rubs me the wrong way. So I'm not quite sure what that is, and I'm trying to spend some time thinking about it and trying to place where it is and see if it's something I need to work on or if it's just something that eventually people are going to stop saying, "Oh, you look so thin," because they'll just be the way I look. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a much better week than I am. Um, and I would highly recommend Endgame, but only if you've seen all the other movies in the Marvel universe. If you're not a Marvel fan, do not see it. And if you are a Marvel fan, you've probably already seen it. So anyway, have a nice week, and I'll talk to you next week. And enjoy the pictures. Bye.